let's use this one.
Yeah, 6 characters, so it should be fun.
Hey, Tater. Welcome, everyone.
And feel free to assign me to whatever characters you want. And
I don't know any
feel free to
characters
look-
yet, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying just like as you see them. If you think any of the voices that I can provide or would be a good fit, by all means, I have no problem doing it.
Cool. But we are live. Hello, everyone. Let me know if the volume on anything is too low or too high. Thanks for the host, guys. I'm still kind of messing around with the audio on everything. This game is loud as hell.
Just have everyone with Mickey Mouse voices. No, thank you.
Yeah, no, we don't want to kill B-Dog. And my Mickey Mouse voice sounds like I'm like discount great value Walmart brand. My voice could be a tad bit louder? Gotcha. I think if I just turn up the gain a bit. La 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 la. La. La? Question mark? La. Okay. Okay, that's the correct direction. Alright, what about that? Too loud? Too quiet. Too loud. Yeah, sorry. I was planning on streaming around like 6, but yeah. My table kind of took a lot longer to make, and only because I put 2 pieces wrong. Then I had to go out and buy food, so that took a little bit of time too. But we're here now, and we can finally start. I'm pretty excited to play this. We're just moving to the 3rd game, right?
No, we're moving straight to Spirit of Justice on the 3DS. What are you talking about?
Oh, perfect.
That's the most recent one.
There we go. Episode 1, the first turnabout? Thanks for the host, Diala. Thanks for the host, honey. Hope you had a good Assassin's Creed 3. Wait. Play the first turnabout. Yeah, Tater, I heard that you were super hyped for this game. Oh, is that blood? Oh.
Cherry Kool-Aid.
That's a lot of Kool-Aid.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't help with the song.
Especially love when it comes from human heads.
I've been reading it, but the torture dance keeps popping up every couple seconds. Thanks for the host, Bloody.
Gotta find someone.
I'll make it look like he did it. What's with his like mole on his head?
I don't know.
It's so distracting.
Hey, it's such a distracting thing for his character.
August 3, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. Boy, what should I give Phoenix?
I would probably say give him your normal voice because he's gonna be your pro tag for the entire game.
That's true. I don't want to like die when I'm
Yeah,
him.
because that was the mistake I did, was Mickey Mouse.
Oh no, I ain't.
Right.
You gonna do Mia?
Yeah, I can do it.
Oh, hiya, Chief.
Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this.
Murder trial?
It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life! Everything! It's all over!
Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Ugh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die!
Sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah. Butts? Is that really his name?
That's his last name, yeah.
Butts?
Oh, you'll see what they use it for later.
Oh, I love it. Nick! I never knew his first name was Nick.
It's a nickname.
Ah.
Yeah, his first name's Phoenix for sure, but they call him Nick just to shorten it.
Okay, makes sense. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Ah, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Kool-Aid. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Nice. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I could say though, it's usually not his fault. Just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do too. English is hard.
Yep.
August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Ooh. What should we give the judge? What'd you do for him last time?
The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I mean, I'm a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. Oof. Handshaking, eyesight, fading.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Me?
It's me, Your Honor.
I did it! Me!
I confess.
The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover so many times. It's... wait. Oh. No. No, wait! I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim. Of course. I know the victim's name. I, just forgot, temporarily?
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay?
Sweet.
Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Oh, and I see that hydrate, Ren. Thanks for the hydrate.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Yeah, and then you can press tab to check any available evidence.
Cindy's autopsies. It's Cinder Block.
I bashed in that cinder block!
That sounds like a name, right? The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Well, actually, you know what? You say that sounds like a name, but it's not too far out there for Phoenix Wright to actually call someone that.
Cinder Block.
Correct. Yeah, well, they've got, like... Man, there are some names out there that you sit there and go, I get the pun.
Oh, I'm so excited. I remember I heard that Phoenix Wright is very punny.
There's a character in one of the later games literally just called I'll Be Your Guy. It's his full name.
Bless. Love it.
Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure.
Well then. First, a question for the... Oh, jeez. A question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor?
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor, next to him.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Statue added to the court record. A
Now
statue. Nice. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently.
Nice.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem! Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Oh, crap. What voice did I give him? Did I just talk normally? I already forgot his voice. This is gonna be terrible. Also, hi, Cal.
Hope you're ready, because these cases will get longer than just this.
Oh, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be...
Like, this chapter is all in the courtroom just this one time, but you'll have ones that are like multiple days. You're gonna have to remember how you voiced a character.
This is gonna be my voice over audition, like, playthrough at this rate.
This will be his voice acting reel.
Yep.
Please hire him.
Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you, anyways? Thanks for the host, B-Dog.
It's gonna get good.
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men.
That's such a harsh thing to say to him.
She had just returned from overseas. I know, right? With one of them the day before the murder.
Your girlfriend's dead. In fact, she abandoned you and was cheating on you.
The whole time. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it is lies! I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. The passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder.
Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several... What do they call these? Sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes. Older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Yeah, okay, let's stop him. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. The question is irrelevant to this case. Oof! Wince. Dude, Nick! What do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Ugh. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't.
Jesus, Larry.
Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Stop him?
Stop. Okay.
I'll send him a signal.
They changed the translation of it, but it's actually supposed to tell him to lie.
Oh, really? Oh, that's messed up. I thought I was just gonna be like, shh, be quiet, dude. Okay, time to lie. Lie like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
Mr. Frank saw it.
Wait, Frank saw it.
Yeah, his last name is Saw It.
Oh my god. Saw it. Alright guys, that was a short stream, but thanks for joining.
I saw it! I saw it!
I finally saw it. I need to take a big drink for this one.
I love the freaking names in these games.
Mr. Saw It, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
I guess I'll do this one. Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Saw It, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness testimony. Witness account.
I was going door to door, selling subscriptions, when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I wonder why.
It's like you told him not to tell the truth, Phoenix.
I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Saw It used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your what is that? Perusal? For your perusal. Blackout record added to the court record.
Noon to 6 p.m. I mean,
Ooh.
matches the time he said.
Yeah, electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes! Yes, Your Honor?
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor?
Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony.
Okay.
Alright, and now you're in the main gimmick of court cases.
Ooh.
Cross-examining.
Cross-examinations.
So basically you have free reign to cycle between the testimony. You can choose suppress with the Q key to get a little bit more detail if you feel like you need a bit more. And once you think you found the right statement, you pick the right evidence that you think contradicts it, present it, and then the story continues.
It's the attorney's badge, isn't it? They wouldn't believe I was an attorney if I wasn't doing this.
You know, the funny thing is that I think in the entire franchise of Phoenix Wright, I think the attorney's badge has only mattered twice.
Oh, that's awesome. So let's see. It's the autopsy report, right?
Well, what
Seeming
statement
like.
conflicts with that, though? If you think it's the autopsy report, what statement did he make that would conflict with it?
Running away at 1 p.m., right?
Him saying that he remembers the time being 1 p.m.?
Yeah.
Hey, if you think that would be, give it a shot.
Yeah, I'll give that a shot. Also, what's up, Bear Grace Love? How you doing? Hey, Bella. Look at that first subscriber badge.
If I remember correctly, you get a total of 5 tries, and then if you get, I would probably say this: if you're never sure on a statement and a piece of evidence, save the game. You can always then just pick up from where you left off
instead of going all the way back to wherever they want you to be.
Yeah, I can't remember if they allow you to just dive right back in. I'm pretty sure you have to load your last save.
Oh, that would be annoying.
Well, I mean, it was Game Boy Advance DS era, so of course it had that issue. They didn't fix that until 3DS. So yeah, if you're never not sure, just save before you present. Let's see here.
It wasn't working. Went to a nearby park, found a public port. I remember the time exactly. So do I press key?
Yes, you can press. You can press literally every statement. It's presenting, you want to be careful.
Gotcha. 1 p.m. Are you certain?
Yes, absolutely.
He seems really confident. 1 p.m.
1 p.m.?
Yeah.
Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him.
Yeah, which is the autopsy.
Keep in mind. Oh.
Keep in mind what?
I wasn't paying attention to what dialogue line you were on, so.
Yeah, I made sure I was at the 1 p.m.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, make sure you are on the statement you're going to contradict.
Yes. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of the death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Oh, that. Oh,
Oh, I did give him a good voice.
Yeah, you did.
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot.
Thanks for the follow, cool dude. How you doing, man?
That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Oh, dude. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart.
Sorry if that notification scared you. Yeah, it's pretty loud. I'm not used to hearing my notifications so often. It's kind of weird.
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
Witness testimony. Time of discovery.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
Really?
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right? You know what to do.
I've got this one. Okay, this one should be easier. See, heard the time. It was probably coming from the television, which I'm pretty sure was off at the time. Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sahit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sahit? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sahit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
More lies.
Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
I mean, I didn't see a clock on it, did you?
Nope.
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly.
Oh, man.
Actually, I didn't hear it. I saw it. There's a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. That ain't no clock on the statue.
You can always tell you got it right when the music stops.
Oh, nice. So if I get it wrong, the music's just gonna keep going?
Yeah, the music will just keep going.
Ah, okay. That's good to know. Wait just a moment! The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue! Now how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? You with your objections and your evidence? Just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Sahit.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock!
Your Honor, if I may...
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock, after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Is it actually a clock?
So, yes it is, but do you remember what Mr. Payne said about it?
Is that he saw it, not heard it?
Not just that, but, Mr. Payne literally just said how it worked.
Yeah.
So, how the hell would he have heard the time from the statue unless he touched it.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So, yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Also, thanks for the host, Prince. How you doing, man?
Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there!
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please, continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Side, Sam must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw,
Nice toupee.
Shut up, I hate you!
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
It was him! I tell you, I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Burn! Give him death!
He's more worried about the toupee. He just like took that like a champ.
I just love Phoenix's face.
Yeah.
After it. Like,
Yeah.
He's got the angry vein and everything.
Yep.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor? The sound Mr. Heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply ask the neighbors.
I would love if that was the answer. You just have to ask the neighbors, Your Honor.
That clock was loud as hell.
Come on, guys! Just leaves everyone out of the courtroom.
Try sounding the clock.
Good idea.
Let's sound the clock now. Here, in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep.
I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker after all.
So, we heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sod heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Side, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh, what's he talking about now?
While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, It proves nothing! How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case!
He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it! I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens! You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime!
Almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Sawit.
Chief!
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think!
But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Sure.
Sure.
Why
Yeah,
not?
sure, why not?
Sure, why not? I'll figure it out. I don't want this to go away. Wait! Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in this court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words! Let's see you pull this one off!
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
My attorney's badge!
This badge, Your Honor!
The only thing I haven't said yet. Oh, take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast! The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh my god, that reaction.
Order! Order, I say!
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
I love that case so much.
Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty.
Nice.
Confetti! Yay!
Confetti! Courtrooms have confetti?
In the Phoenix Wright universe, yeah.
I was about to say.
In the movie, you get to see the janitor cleaning it up.
That sounds amazing. See, like when I went to court in real life and I didn't do anything really, really bad, I didn't have confetti.
Well, that was just it. In the live-action movie, you know how whenever you presented evidence, it showed it in a little window?
Mm-hmm.
The live-action movie, it's a giant hologram screen.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
He slams his desk on the table, then a hologram just appears for the evidence. It's amazing.
Oh god.
All right.
I'll
And with
definitely
that,
watch
This
that.
court is adjourned.
Nice. So that was the first trial.
Yeah, I really hope you watch the movie when you're done with the game, because it's actually probably one of the best video game to live-action movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'll definitely take a look at it. Is it just based off of the first game?
It's based off of the first game, and it goes up to case 4. So you want to make sure you finish case 4 before you watch the movie.
Gotcha. I'll definitely take a look at that when I get there.
It's a good time, I assure you.
Sweet. Turns out that Frank saw it was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house that day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sott let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sott grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Pour that, lady.
Yeah.
August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 2. Still can't play Fleet 1.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Ah, Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Never mind.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlights now. Harry Butts, innocent.
Nice. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this. Ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry?
Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah. You don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing. Really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Hmm? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about?
Yeah, look at this attorney.
Yeah, look,
Larry.
look, I'm an attorney because of you, bro.
That proves her love for you.
You see this blackout record? She caused that blackout for you. This passport for you. And her autopsy report. This is.
You made sure that you would get a copy of it if you were to die.
It was in her will. She actually wrote that right in.
Yeah, she literally wrote, "Give this to Larry if I die."
Here's the statue. Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks! Hope that makes him feel a little bit better.
Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Jesus Christ, there's like bloody murder going on in my kitchen.
That's what it sounds like.
Jesus Christ. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him?
Yeah. Part, at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Ooh. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Uh-oh. Chief, no!
Yeah.
She's about to get clocked.
Mm.
A brand new episode has been added. Turnout Sisters.
Which
Favorite
upset
parties?
me so much. And it's like, and so many other fans are upset too, that it's like, you get... Man.
Oof. It's gonna be
Talk
terrible.
about it.
Yeah, when I see it happen.
Yeah.
Beep. Oh, who's gonna do Maya? I know she's an important character, right?
Yeah, she's pretty much gonna be like your sidekick for like the rest
This
of
one.
the game, pretty much. So,
What voice should we
I
do
don't
Maya? What did you do for her?
What did I do for her? I think I just tried to give her the most gentle voice I could.
Alright, I'll try.
I tried to go for like a like a teenager type of like gentle voice. I don't know. It's a little weird to describe.
Hello? This is Maya. Maybe?
Yeah, I think that would work. Hey, Maya, it's me.
Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while.
Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been?
Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place.
That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask.
I know. You want me to hold evidence for you?
Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here.
I gotcha. So, what is it this time?
It's a clock.
A clock?
Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys.
Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis.
Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now.
Huh? It's not working? That's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead.
Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes.
Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then.
Okay, sis. But I expect dinner. Something good. Also, thanks for the host, Paka. How you doing? Hope you're enjoying your what is it, afternoon now? Almost nighttime for
Paka.
B-Dog is here too, and he's doing an amazing job. Also, hello, Secret Nebules, says, if I'm saying that correctly. And man, I wish I sounded like Cryotic. He has a very, very great voice. Like burgers. I could really go for a burger.
Okay. We'll hit the usual joint.
Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon.
Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya.
Conversation recorded, September 5, 9:27 a.m. And then that's when she gets clocked.
Wait, I am in confusion. Dude sounds like Cryotic. Who, me or Raylan?
There's two of us here.
We both sound like Cry.
Hi, I'm Cryotic. That would be amazing. Hey,
How's it going?
how's it going, guys? Tonight we're playing Phoenix Wright.
In the last episode.
It's a random clip.
Like one funny moment.
In the last episode.
I think that was my favorite. It was like he was doing I think it was like a Cthulhu storyline based game, and he's like, in the last episode, and it just shows him shoot a guy in the head, and the story continues.
Yeah, I honestly love his cuts. See, here's one thing with Cryotic is that I love listening to him.
Oh, absolutely.
The only thing with Cryotic is, like, I really would love to sleep to his videos, but his outros are so loud sometimes.
Watch Best of Cryotic stuff.
Is there? That's true. I could do that.
There's so many compilations. Like I can literally sit there for hours on loop just watching his Undertale playthrough.
See, my only issue exactly is with that. I've never played Undertale. Well, actually, I've never finished Undertale. I've played it, never finished it. I got all the way to the frozen spaghetti.
Frozen spaghetti. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
I was like,
that's still fairly early.
Yeah, so I never got a chance to actually finish it. I was thinking about doing it on stream at some point, but
Honestly, in my biggest opinion, unless you're planning on doing like every single side thing, the game isn't really that long.
That's what I was thinking too.
Because I played through it and I beat it in 2 sittings. Like it took me no time at all to beat it. And that was just because I didn't even realize all the extra stuff I have to do.
Yeah, I'll probably do a blind playthrough of it at some point. It's definitely on my back burner.
Absolutely, and if you feel like you want, and just like my my offer for this game, if you feel like you want to have like someone around to help with like voice acting stuff, give me a shout.
Yeah,
I'll happily help you out with that.
Definitely, dude. All right, let's continue with eventually this murder.
Yeah, eventually this murder. I want a show called that.
Should that just be the? That should just be this this series name.
Eventually this murder, Ace Attorney.
September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Fay & Co. Law Offices.
Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh. My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay.
What, did she get hit with a car? Oh.
No. Yeah. By this asshole. Red, white, blue.
Oh.
That'll make sense later.
September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Fay & Co. Law Offices.
Oh, Mia.
Oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? What? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Oh, that's new. Examine the door?
Yeah, it basically you can get flavor text out of examining random things.
It gives me some interesting things in here. And yes, Bloody, she was struck by an American. It all makes sense now. Case closed.
Hey. Don't you understand that we are in we are in California, Japan. Okay?
Cali, Japan.
Yeah, no, they use a lot of like Japanese stuff, but the plot insists that this is in America.
Oh, even with the, because I don't think there's like they have attorneys badges and stuff. Right?
No, they don't. It's like a mix
Japanese
of like
thing.
Japanese. Yeah, it's like a mix of Japanese and American stuff. Like there's an entire comic where, like Phoenix is with future characters and they're all like hanging out at a place. And he's like, and Apollo's pointing out like, wait, why? It's like, aren't we in America? Why is there like all this Japanese stuff? And there's like a bunch of like those rice balls.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, it was sushi. It was like, shut up and eat your hamburgers, Apollo.
Oh, I'm super excited. I'm gonna love this series.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much the joke, is that like they do this, oh yeah, it's America, but yeah,
It's totally not Japan.
Very Japan. Like if Japan
Eat your
took over.
hamburgers, Apollo.
It's like, sit down and eat your hamburgers, Apollo. He's got like sushi. Anyway.
I smell blood. That can't be good. I have to check and see if the chief's okay.
And then you press back and move.
Move.
And this is basically the main controls.
Ah, gotcha. So this is so it's like a Danganronpa investigation.
Very similar. It's just that you don't have like the full like 3D
full body moving. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Makes sense. I mean, yeah, for a GBA game, it's a little bit harder to do that.
Mm-hmm.
That smell, blood. What's this? Someone's there. Oh. Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you? And she's gone. The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Chief. Do some examinations. No clues here. Oh. Ooh. So I move like that. Gotcha. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gateway Hotel. A nice, luxurious place. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here... She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Yep, same thing. Made by Larry Butts. There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass lights stand lying broken in the back of the room. Glass shards added to the court record. Broken remains of a glass light stand, broken beyond all recognition. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word is written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. Receipt. Got it. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police. And find out what that girl was doing here. I can't examine anything else. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon. Again. It's painful to look, but I have to for Mia's sake. Looks like she was hit in the head with a blunt weapon. She probably died instantly. Okay, already said that. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. The chief's chair. A simple, functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too.
And then you can press Q to slide to the other side of the room for examining.
Oh.
There you go.
Gotcha. Right. I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receivers are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window?
Boobies!
She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Better ignore it.
I mean, what is Phoenix gonna do? Huff it over to the hotel?
Yeah.
Tell her to shut up?
Was this before cell phones?
No, there's cell phones, but like...
Does just no one
I
own
think-
a cell phone?
I think it's just that the most advanced cell phones they have are like flip phones.
You can still call 911 on that.
Yeah, but I think at this point in time, Phoenix doesn't have one.
Gotcha.
It never really comes up like throughout most of the cases. I think it only comes up like once, and that's like the very final case in the game.
The Fane Company ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. Okay. Just the phone again? Yeah.
How's Maya doing?
She's on the bed. Or the sofa.
The bed. Whoa.
Yeah, yeah, she's already on the bed.
Bruh, she's like 16.
Bruh, this is Japan, Francisco.
Yeah.
That's legal. Don't clip that.
Y'all better clip that, him saying that it's legal.
No. A perfectly normal office desk. The chief had a very particular policy about office decor. We're moving on. Spend big on stuff the clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. Okay, wait. It's better not to use it yet. Slide to the right. Slide to the right actually this time.
Where's Suki? She's either lurking or she dropped a host and left because she plans on playing this game herself at some point, so to avoid spoilers, she's probably not here.
Yeah, so she said she was gonna be lurking, but she's gonna be playing her own, like, blind playthrough eventually. So, yeah, can't do that. Anything else I can do? Do I just leave?
Yep, you move into the other room and go check on Maya.
Gotcha. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Oh, I hope she didn't run on me. Apes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for this evidence like this outside the courtroom. I'll give you a present. Here's present.
It's your dead sister's last word.
This is also her blood, most likely, so keep it safe.
Some sentimental value right there.
Here's the receipt to McDonald's that she wrote on. I'm pretty sure the code at the bottom still works, so you could probably still get one free Big Mac.
She technically left you a Happy Meal, but I ate that. I got hungry.
We're terrible people.
I've played this game so many damn times, I don't give a shit.
Poor Maya.
I love you, Maya, but I'm gonna make jokes.
Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Why would she write my name? Please just calm down. Why would my sister Why would Sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. Wee-oo! Wee-oo! The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! I mean, it works. There's more than one of us.
Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see?
Gumshoe? What an odd name.
You received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder.
It must have been that woman I saw.
Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay?
Great, just great. Now I'm imagining the police in the back just like, damn it, Larry, I was supposed to do it this time.
Dick, it was my turn!
No, I'm pretty sure it was my turn. They're not even
never
looking
meant to say freeze.
Maya, wait, she wouldn't have. Nah.
Whoa! Excuse me. This word Maya here mean anything to you?
That's my name.
What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Wow, we're really going the full 9 yards here, eh, Gumshoe? Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am.
What? Good job, Gumshoe. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m. Detention center, visitor's room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. I'm gonna take a quick sip real quick.
Yeah. Always do that. That was the other mistake I made. I did not keep myself hydrated while streaming this shit.
Yeah, I think I learned that. I tried to actually stream Danganronpa V3 like when it came out, so like forever ago, and that was like before I knew any of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I couldn't even do like an episode or two until I was like super thirsty.
Yeah, it was like I could only stream for like 2.5 hours, and at the end of every single one of those sessions, my throat was burning.
Dang.
It was rough. And I was like, I wish I had someone with me to like take on half the burden here.
Yeah, which I appreciate a lot, B-Dog. I really do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's like, I mean, for me, you're playing like one of my favorite franchises of all time. And I know, and I've experienced myself, just how strenuous it can be to voice all of those characters by myself. So if I can make it easier on friends, I gladly will. Because it gets hard when you try to give everyone a unique voice. A little too hard.
Yeah, makes sense.
So,
thanks a lot.
Absolutely. No problem.
Oh. It's you. The lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so
Maya,
tired.
I'm here to remind you that your sister's dead and it's all your fault.
I also redeemed that coupon on that
Yeah.
that bloody note.
Unfortunately, I used the coupon, so you're just gonna have to buy your own Happy Meal.
Here, I saved you an apple pie from yesterday, though. I don't really like those things.
They gave me an extra apple pie for making me wait. I don't want it. You can have it.
You didn't have to do that.
Oh, that was too funny.
My sister's dead, and this is all you gave me was an apple pie? Yeah, she seemed like a cheapskate.
It's like, hey, I mean, be glad I gave you the apple pie. I could have eaten it myself.
Are you going to be my attorney?
Nope.
Nope. Just dropped off. Yep, just dropped off this apple pie. Sorry, not a chance, murderer. Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Of course I will. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? Honestly, no. My sister kept writing about this really, really dumb lawyer attorney that she was training, and you're the only one there. Uh-oh, she's on to me. No one could. Who would believe me? Even you. When you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought... It's okay. I understand. And I've always heard about you. I knew it! Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day.
She said you were a huge piece of shit.
Nice.
Today was my junior partner's first time in court.
Wow, really? How'd that go?
It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while.
So he crashed and burned?
He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience.
Huh. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now.
I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty.
Ugh.
Ouch.
Big ouch. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. I'm going to examine the guard next to you.
Briegel did the exact same thing. Did it where every time he visited the detention center and actual plot happened, he would examine the guard.
Man, that's when I was so sad I couldn't watch Briegel's playthrough of Phoenix Wright. Because I really wanted to play it for myself, or else I would have joined you guys in. Or joined in on you guys.
Yeah, no, it's understandable. Honestly, it's a franchise that I feel like everybody should like
try at some point.
Experience for themselves rather than watch a playthrough of, for sure.
Nice. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. Want an apple pie, buddy?
Phoenix just has one in his mouth and he's holding out another one to him. Oh man, I hate this. This is now this narrative that Phoenix Wright like buys fast food for people in the detention center just to eat it and then offer them the dessert. Hey, I went to go get you Wendy's, but I got a little hungry on the way here, so here's this pie.
Actually, I was a little parched too. I ate half of this Frosty, and most of it's melted now, but you could have the rest.
And I drank about half of the soda.
But I did leave you a fry so you could have a frosty fry.
I've never actually tried that, but I hear it's good.
Yeah, try it with the Wendy's ones. Like, honestly, it's not bad.
Okay.
Because, like, the thing about Wendy's fries is that they're kind of, you know, a little dry, in my opinion. And they're more potato-y, obviously.
I mean, that's what you want.
That's what you want. But compared to, like, other fries that feel a little bit more crisp.
Right. Yeah, no, I get you. I completely understand where you're coming from.
So, it is good with the Wendy's fries, though. So, definitely try it whenever you can.
Yeah, if I have the opportunity.
Smile for the camera. Nothing else here. No clues here. Talk. Day of the crime. Can you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes! Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold onto a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes. A clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in the case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. Cell phone? So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered. That detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Hand me that receipt real quick. The receipt's gonna be terrible. Sure, thanks. Maya's memo added to the court record. A conversation I had with my sister is recorded on my cell phone. I guess keep doing this until they're all checkmarked?
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha. Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her. My sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I needed to hear for now. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it that you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Spirit mediums. So you're an acolyte, or medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second. You said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too. Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes. In training. Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? You can just ask who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Huh? Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you can go ask him to represent me? Sure. No, I want to do it. Screw your wishes. I'm gonna prove this right. She ends up going to the jail. There's no more Phoenix Wright games.
He's like, oh yeah, sure, I can do that for you. As he leaves it, touches her, just rips it in half. Then just goes, hangs out for a little bit, and then comes back. Oh, sorry, he said no.
He said no, but I got another apple pie for you.
But don't worry, I'll defend you. You're in good hands.
There's like a mustard burger stains on his like left cheek.
He's got like French fry like salt on his suit.
Exactly, Tater. That's what I was thinking. Phoenix, you're a lawyer, right? Can you call this real lawyer for me?
And just like as he's saying you're in good hands, puts his hand on her shoulder and he just starts sipping his drink.
I'm actually gonna put chat here. I think this would be a good spot for this game. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow, at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be right back. Okay, let's go find this other, better, more good-looking attorney, I guess.
Well, good-looking, subjective.
We'll see. September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention, run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Examine! A table for clients. An elegant ebony case. And if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Plantu. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive and one available. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Desk. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Nothing. I just come back. Yeah, he said no. Hey! What is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry. I haven't seen him yet. I see. I'd better go see this elite lawyer. I just came back just to say, sorry I didn't find him.
Sorry, I came back to disappoint you one extra time before
One extra time.
I actually talked to the guy.
Here's another apple pie. I just keep leaving apple pies each time.
Boy, Maya, I gotta tell you, don't do lawyering stuff while hungry. I gotta tell you. I think you just need to head back to the
regular office.
Yeah, your regular office, if I remember correctly. Because
Wait,
you only have those 3 locations.
One more apple pie. Alright, back to the office.
Boy! Gets mad at
I just came back, double checking to make sure you finish that apple pie.
Oh my god.
September 6th, Faye & Co. Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues.
Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait. You're that Butts guy, aren't you?
No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry?
I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right?
He was proven innocent. Right, and you were... Detective Suede Shoes. Gumtree.
Detective Gumtree.
Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe?
Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick.
It's Private Eye. Hey, Dick! Get over here!
Yes, sir. Be right there.
Scratch his head.
You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick.
He thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Examine. Plant. Mia's favorite potted plant. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Portaline stricta. Pal. What? Who was that? I'm just imagining one of the police officers just like, man, I remember it had a weird name. One of the police officers, it's a Coraline stricta, pal! It's Leonard. Windows. Sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. An old movie poster. Apparently this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing that's missing is Mia. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is that Mia probably read all these. Talk. Mia. About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy?
You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report, but that's all.
Autopsy report added. Time of death 9/5 at 9 p.m. Cause single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. About Maya.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win.
Why do you say that?
City's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution.
Oh man, Edgeworth. I know him. He's the guy with like the Cyclops eyes, right? Am I right?
No.
Or that's someone else, right? No, Edgeworth is the red guy. The red guy with the... Right?
The Cyclops guy is in the third game.
Third guy.
I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all.
Cool. Now I know he's in the third game. But Edgeworth is like evil Phoenix Wright. And he goes to Burger King instead of McDonald's. It's canon.
Objection! McDonald's! Objection! Burger King is clearly better.
Prosecutor Edgeworth.
That's right, pal, Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you?
Of course not.
He's my next door neighbor.
Never heard of him.
Whoa, and you call yourself a lawyer, pal? About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20.
Dang, and he's younger than me.
Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him.
Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who will do anything to get a guilty verdict.
And give people Burger King.
Yeah, and give people Burger King. He was actually the lawyer in the case where Burger King slept with everyone.
Oh god.
There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Can I wait, I have to present it. I would like her phone, please. Take that! I was wondering. I'm just gonna do that every single time I present anything.
Take that!
I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone?
Oh, that? I have that.
Do you think you can give it back?
I mean, sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer.
Oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight? If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something's the matter? Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective.
Nope, I know nothing, pal.
That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. A cell phone holds all a little girl's sweet and spiciest secrets.
You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in memory.
Impressive. You're quite the detective.
Uh-huh. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there, after all.
Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. My cell phone received from Detective Gumshoe. Okay. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Oh.
You all done, pal?
You done already? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now.
Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal.
Come to think of it, I'd completely forgotten about her. The witness?
Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her.
Well, you just told me your name, Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already then?
Haha, you're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial.
So, she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information.
Got that right, pal.
Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Alright, time to check this. It's just what they were saying earlier, right?
Yeah, pretty much the entire thing we heard at the very beginning.
Gotcha. Nice. Move. Gatewater Hotel. September 6th. Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Oh god.
God. Man, I don't even know.
Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Teehee.
Hey!
Hey!
Nice
You're
cut.
You're that one lawyer, aren't you? Nice.
Give you an 8.5 out of 10.
Good job, kiddo. Memo to self. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe, for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting. I could hardly contain myself. Oh. Let me go freshen up so I can look the part of beautiful eyewitness. You know, the witness. Her eyes. Eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Examine. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. And thanks for that hydrate, Paka. I will now be hydrating. Glug glug, water. Okay, another glug and another glug. Another one. And another one. Ah. Woo. Yep. I am 1/4 of the way through my water bottle. Well, I mean, I only have 1/4 of it left. That's the right amount. Hey. Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want me to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Should that be enough? We'll see. 1 glug. 2 glug. Nope, not enough. Please don't kill me. I'm not Suki.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to this.
Examine.
I was just checking Twitter. You know that 3D crab fighting game?
Yeah.
It's gonna apparently it might be coming to Switch this August.
Ooh. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, 2020-06.
Damn it, Tater. 2 more glugs. Ah.
Holy shit, don't drown the boy.
Alright, now it's almost gone. My whole water bottle is almost gone.
And you're not even halfway through
Nope.
this one case.
The flowers are
gotten
fake.
to the first trial.
Yep. Haven't even gotten to this trial yet. The flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. Can I move like this? Oh, I can. I can just use my keyboard for all of this game.
Yeah, if it's more comfortable for you.
Yeah. I like it better just because I don't hear the loud click from my mouse.
Mm-hmm.
A still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. Good job, Phoenix. Yeah. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Excuse me. Ah. Damn you, water intake. I see those emotes, Paka. What emotes are those? It's a little terrifying. The late summer sunlight streams through the window.
Oh my god.
Like, I'm like looking at him so like closely. Ugh.
Call me Kevin.
Call me Kevin, huh? I don't know that person. But now I'm gonna go check their emotes.
I'm checking right now. Let's see here. Oh wow, and like an almost 200,000 followers list.
Wow.
Let's see here.
I just got a free I got a free sub to 8-Bit Drummer, and I'm pretty happy with these emotes.
6, 12, 18, 22. He's got like 22 sub emotes.
Nice.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
I'll look at him whenever I get a chance.
I feel like I've heard his name before.
Why, Suki? Why? Ugh.
Irish lad, funny guy. He's a YouTuber. Oh, maybe that's why. I have no idea what's going on, but hydrate.
I just hydrated.
Now we're removing his ability to protect his voice later on.
It's gonna be terrible. Later on, I'm like, probably in the next hour, I'm just gonna sound like Ross.
I'm just gonna be like,
Oh, Phoenix Wright, you've done it again. You're gonna go, thanks, Your Honor.
There's the Fan Coat Law offices. Damn it, Suki. You can't even hear what we're saying.
oh, you little. Someone's gonna be drinking a lot of water.
Suki, you may not hear this, but if you ever listen to this playback, I have a lot of points on your channel.
Me too.
You better be ready.
Alright, back to the game. There's the Fan Co. Law Offices building, of course.
I got 32.1 thousand.
I have 56,000, I think.
Even better.
Yeah, I'm ready to turn her into a fish.
Don't drown Suki, y'all just tried to drown John! The hypocrisy of this Twitch chat.
You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though.
John is okay to drown. Paka!
I see how it is, Baka. After all I've done to support you? Bruh, the call out. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Feels bad.
He can't even swim. Suki!
Paka,
What is this ganging up on John thing going
Paka,
on?
don't worry. Once you finally play Dead by Daylight, I'm gonna get you back.
Oh, Paka.
You have no idea the torture you're going to endure when I'm there. And if you think that's bad,
Just wait.
I can see it. what you witnessed. Do you think you can tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh. Observe? Incident? You sound just like a lawyer in those movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer. Are you hitting on me? No! Hey! I'm just doing my job here! Teehee. You know you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no, teehee. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. This room. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Oh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm, just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. I'm gonna examine this again. What's this? Cough, cough! Maybe later. Can I kick her out of this room? Get out of your own room, ma'am. You see this badge? It means I'm an attorney. And you see this receipt? I already used the coupon, so it's too late.
I guess you can check the law offices now?
Thanks.
Grossberg law offices.
Wait, one more apple pie. Alright. Don't worry, Maya.
Maybe, I met the witness. Here's an apple pie.
Oh, I almost forgot. Here's an apple pie.
Got like a stack of apple pie. Just
Yep, just going around.
It's like, are you gonna eat them or just get them cold?
Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back.
Ahem!
If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard.
Aha! So, you are the one they say has been looking for me?
Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined.
That badge on your collar. Ha! So you're a lawyer, are you now?
Yes, well, yes.
And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed.
Not busy. And how come no one could get in touch with you?
So does it matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, my boy. What do you want? Out with it.
Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey.
Yes, Maya Fey. Go on.
Why the strange reaction?
Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible.
Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow?
Anyway. I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion.
What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Talk. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case.
Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see?
But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Yes, of course. I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye.
Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere.
Ignore it.
Hmm? Did you say something?
I think not, I said.
What do you mean?
I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy.
Why?
I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you.
What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey?
She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
A mission?
You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one.
That's quite a painting.
Aha! You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you.
I wasn't interested.
It's not for sale!
I'm not buying! Jeez. Oh, that's bad news for Maya. Maya, I got another apple pie for you.
This time it's because I'm trying to cheer you up.
Yeah, this time this is the apple pie to try to cheer you up. This one's actually a little bit warmer than the last 3.
Hope you like it.
September 6th, 3:42 p.m. Detention Center, Visitors Room. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean... You refused to help. I see. I've been abandoned then. Maya, where's my apple pie? It's not in here. Go. Your family? What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive. Your mother? The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he He ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes. I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or else I would lose all my powers. I feel bad for her. All by herself, up on that mountain. Mother's enemy. So, who was this man? Who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, it was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow. So what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Just a little longer now, before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Yeah, let's go home. Well, good luck, Maya. Alright. I've made up my mind! I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, who else is gonna eat all these apple pies? You've been pretty good at them.
I need my apple pie eating partner, damn it.
Someone else is the culprit. You aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? I, have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. That witness's strange behavior, was that all an act? And the way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing's more sad or more lonely than that. I know. I've been there. A long, long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right. Thank you. Small at last. She looks like an entirely different person. I knew those apple pies would work.
See, Maya, I told you it would do some good, have some tastiness in your tummy.
See? What did you get to eat here? Schlop? Burger King? Here's some real...
Edgeworth shivers. Someone's insulting Burger King.
Thanks for the tweet, Alpaca. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me, too, okay? It's a deal. So what's next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into that drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there.
How many more apple pies can I get before McDonald's says no?
Before they know that I've just been, like, hiding out, like, all the way in the distance, just waiting for my food. Like, hi, my food's late! Sir, we saw you in that bush. We were calling out to you, but you refused. Objection!
I heard nothing of the sort.
I love it. Well, let's go. Oh, bellboy. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities. If you no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Huh? Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Ah! You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name?
Yes, Red, White of Blue Corp.
Nice, makes sense. Why, that was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Snoop! There's a screwdriver sticking out of the half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside.
Oh.
What do we have here? A wiretap? Huh! What would a woman like her be doing with something like this? Wiretap added to the court record. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial. That's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get this woman's bottom. You know what I mean. Oh, bellboy. Still there. Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. Phoenix Speed! In court! To be continued.
Congratulations.
Woo!
You finished the investigation.
Ooh. Safe.
Don't you sound excited?
Now it's trial time.
Mm-hmm.
September 7, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 1. It looks exactly like the other courtroom.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey.
You got a good Edgeworth?
I really don't. Well, I mean, I guess...
Should I just give him my Liam voice?
I mean, I can give him the voice. I could just use my normal voice, since, like, Mia is no longer around.
That's true.
So... The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Miss Edgeworth. Let's begin. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir. My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence.
They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record.
Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence.
In this testimony.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examined once. I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh.
Smack.
Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try.
Something the matter?
No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Okay.
Alrighty.
So I gotta find something I can bluff with.
Well, you're bluffing by pressing the statement.
Oh, by pressing the... Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
You're bluffing because it's basically you just questioning them further about that specific detail to see if they slip up.
Miss Maya Fey and... let's try that. Hold it! Hold on just 1 second.
Yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, right?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it.
You did say it. You said it.
Exactly what about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal.
Mm.
Nah, she's pretty pink.
Yep.
Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective?
I guess pressing can have its advantages.
Yes.
Ugh.
Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There is something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again.
Hard evidence.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Alrighty.
So, after securing the suspect, examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Memo written on the piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it were written in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's fingers. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. This is whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it.
So I would probably recommend at this point to just look at the evidence, see if anything he just said contradicts any of what you have.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. This possible... Action. Mercy. The autopsy report. Securing the suspect. It wasn't a memo, it was a receipt.
Well, a memo is something
So
where
it's
you
still the
just
same,
write
yeah.
on it, so technically it qualifies as a memo. So he's not wrong on that, that's for sure. I mean, we have it ourselves, so we know that he's not wrong on that.
Oh, have a good laying down, Paka. And I need much luck for lawyering, because I was not meant for this.
It's okay, I'll help you. I've been around the block.
A couple times. I've gotten a couple of lawyer badges myself. You pull out like gym badges from Pokemon.
I got a couple of my best friends out of prison.
I see how it is, Paka. We'll just make our own Dead by Daylight. And you won't even suspect it. You'll just be playing Horizon Zero Dawn. All of a sudden, all the killers from Dead by Daylight are going to be there.
You're just gonna hear in the distance,
Parker!
we'll be asserting our dominance with the T-pose as we non-animate ourselves towards you at high speeds.
Or I get my revenge during your Yakuza streams. I'll stay up until what is like 5 a.m. for us, so I could just make sure you hydrate.
You're calling him a meanie? You literally just said what you said you wanted him to drop. Right, because that's a sweet, innocent thing to want.
But for real, good night, Paka. Or
Yeah.
good morning, or afternoon.
Whatever it is you're sleeping.
Yeah,
Have a
good
good time.
afternoon. I think
May you have a
Australia's
good
weird. Also, there's blood found on.
Sorry, you just made me think of that meme that Lolathon made fun of in VR chat, where he was like, "Australia, it's a harsh landscape. You gotta have local knowledge." It was like, what plants you can use, what animal? No, it was like, what plants you can eat. It's like, what water you can drink, what animals you can fuck.
That's
so
awful.
angry. Oh, it's so awful, but it's so funny.
We're sorry.
The guy was like listing the basic essentials, and then he throws that in there at the end. I'm just like, why is that an essential?
We'll never know. We'll just listen to one of Paka's streams, see if it is part of the essentials.
Landscape.
Oh, I didn't mean to press that button. Detective Gumshoe. Do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name?
Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies.
This isn't a movie, detective. It's a video game.
Dun dun dun. Oof.
Let's talk about reality, shall we?
I guess I haven't heard of many cases. No.
Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister.
Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order! Order!
That didn't go so well.
Edward's voice is bellissimo. Why, thank you. I'm just talking normally. That's right, what he said.
That's his whole testimony. Okay. There has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it.
Yeah.
Alright, so where's the contradiction? After securing the suspect, I examined the scene. So I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body.
That's legit. So was
Yeah,
that.
so is that, and then showed that the blood was the victim's.
I mean, we don't have proof that it wasn't, so...
And the blood was on the victim's finger, which is what I was thinking, because she was hit in the head.
What was... Well, wouldn't it have to be on her finger, though, to write the name?
No, she was just smear it with her head.
She's just really good at it.
Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name, which is instantaneous, so that's... She wouldn't have had the chance to do that, right?
Mm-hmm. If it was instantaneous, she wouldn't have had even the strength to lift a finger.
Mm-hmm. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying?
What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have?
You have it backwards, detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately!
But...
No but in your way out of this one, detective.
Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report?
When? The day after the murder?
Yeah, it was the day after.
The day of the murder. They found it, like, instantaneously. Like her death!
Gumshoe was...
Case solved, boys.
Oh my god. Gumshoe wrote it up so as quick as the life draining from me as
Hi, Fires Worm Dragon. How you doing? Having fun with a blind playthrough of this. Yes, it is my very first run. I have my friend B-Dog over here helping me do some voices. Doing great. Having a good time. But yeah, this is my complete blind playthrough of, like, Phoenix Wright in general. I've never ever played any of them, and I've only ever seen, like, memes.
I've personally played through pretty much all of them that have come to the West. But, you know, obviously I'm doing my due diligence to not spoil anything for John as he plays.
Yeah, so far, yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's super fun. So feel free to hang out while we're just playing.
The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor.
What?
A second autopsy was performed yesterday, at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning.
No way!
Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see.
Damn you, Edgeworth! You personally partway through Dual Destinies? That's the second one, right?
Dual Destinies is the first 3DS Phoenix Wright game, so that takes place after... That's like 4 games later?
Ah. Gotcha.
If we're counting this, it's the... If we're counting this game, it's the... Dual Destinies is the 5th entry.
5th entry? Gotcha. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that they will bring the rest of the games onto Steam.
Me too. I really do. I want to be able to stream the Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice and Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, I remember seeing that crossover when I used to work at GameStop, and I was like, oh, that's an interesting crossover.
That game was dark.
Surprisingly.
Oh man, they had a case that made me cry, man. I was so upset.
Oh god. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
They're on mobile?
Well, it's the main reason why is because like the entire like premise is that like the type of trials they're dealing with are equivalent to the witch trials.
Oh.
So if you're guilty, you're getting lit on fire.
Oh, that's a little dark.
It took a very dark path in that game. It really did.
Well, I'm excited to play that whenever. That'll be down the line.
Give me a shout. I'll gladly suffer with you.
At this rate, what I might end up doing for those future ones at some point is just do an emulator and make sure I actually buy a copy of the real one, just so I can still support it.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I haven't really seen any physical copies in a while, but it would definitely still be on the eShop for sure.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Anywho.
I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve.
Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say?
You're a sham, Edgeworth. The detective's a sham. I'm a sham. You want an apple pie? Or should I just do, you're a sham, Edgeworth? Throws apple pie at his head. Sorry.
I throw an apple pie at the detective. He gave you a false autopsy.
Yep. Edgeworth, here, this apple pie. Sorry, Phoenix, I only eat Burger King apple pies.
You traitor!
Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report?
Huh? I thought... Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence.
Autopsy report updated in the court's record. Died from a blow by a blunt object, may have lived for a few minutes.
Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes?
Darn, this isn't good.
The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand.
Exactly what part of her is innocent?
Those jugs, Phoenix. Those are like the most innocent things you'll ever see in your life.
Or that voice.
Oh, God. That voice. Witness, your name, please.
Hey, it's me, April May. At
Oh
your
my
service.
God.
Wink.
I don't know why, but for some reason, like compared to the other times you've been reading your dialogue, that one line, you like nailed the perfect pitch
Hey,
for Kronk.
that's me. April May.
Order, an introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Aw. Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom.
Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee. I was like, in my hotel room. Gee. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices?
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
Witness account. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Right. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy wink.
Well, Your Honor. I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any.
Wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
What about my cross-examination?
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm. Didn't you?
Damn it, Judge!
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
Hey! How dare you!
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
Yes, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling that Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination. Okay, so it was like 9 PM at night when I looked up. So, let me see. I'm trying to remember what else all I have. So that's what the room looked like. That's that wiretap. Here's this wiretap I took from your room.
Why don't you explain it to me instead of having me explain it?
This was 9:27 a.m. or something. What is it this time? It's a clock. Okay, that's probably for later. Okay. I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. When attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. The woman like dodged to one side and ran away. The girl caught up to her and she hit her. That's it. Nothing really jumps out as a contradiction. Gotta be something there. Maybe it better just press her on the facts a bit. So I'll press her on that. She dodged? Dodged what? Well, the attack.
Please, continue your testimony.
But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. That's it. Okay, so that's nothing there. Well, you see, Lawyer, I really like wiretaps. I'm a wiretap connoisseur. They are cool tech. So, alright, what if I just press every, like, sentence?
You can.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you can really press as much as you want. Unless for some reason plot dictates you get punished, you literally have no reason to hold back on your presses. If you want more information on everything, you can.
Okay. Makes sense. I might just do that.
Just
Mostly
keep in mind that
dialogue.
sometimes the dialogue won't give you anything extra because they'll go, well, yeah, duh, and then move on.
Okay. It's probably like this one. The woman with long hair. That was Mia Fey? Slender, sort of, well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing. Your thing?
And the person attacking her?
Press! I'm just gonna say hold it to everything! How do you know she was the defendant? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor.
That's right. I question the testimony. Hold on a minute! That testimony stinks! What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... You're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant?
Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Yes. What's the meaning? Somebody told me I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Mia Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, it's true. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis. except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder.
She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rawr. What are you trying to say? You mean, lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
Ah. God, that's scary. Every single time I see like the jugs move, I feel like she's coming to attack me. It's like the Bong Shidong Ghost comic, if you guys remember that one. Like Miss April May, I bet she's never even showered. Bruh.
I'm just like thinking, I don't know why, it's just when you said that, like, keep feeling like she's coming, gonna like charge at you. I'm just imagining like, you ever see like one of those video edits, or for an abridged series, like the character will say something and then all of a sudden they'll just start yelling and their picture will just zoom in on the camera. I don't know why. I just imagine that, like, wink, jiggle, jiggle.
It just keeps zooming in.
Yeah, it just zooms in at a high speed towards the camera.
Wait, what kind of visual novel is this? I can't, like, just move on, like, get rid of the text and just look at the scene.
Do you really
bogus.
need to?
1 out of 10. Guys, I'm done playing this series.
I'm not allowed to look at boobs. It's the worst game ever.
What kind of visual novel doesn't let you do that?
One that's not about getting with somebody.
Dang it. Alright. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Audible wink.
Your testimony again, if you would.
Damn, I almost had her. What is his account? Going for the jugular, if you will. Yeah, I get it. She has some pretty big jugulars. I did see everything I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. Hippie clothes! And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Teehee.
Well, I mean, it would if it was actually accurate.
I know, right?
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
I did see everything.
One of these details doesn't belong here.
I was for a second ran off to the right. Wait, that's not what I wanted to press. Is that right as in your right as you look from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand, right?
Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue.
Because if she ran to the right, she would have been running out. Right?
I think...
But then she dodged?
I think it's going from the assumption that, like, she was, like, slightly to the left of the window, like, just visible enough that you could see the conflict, and then she ran to the right, out more in the open. Because where Mia was sitting was, like, dead center of the window.
She hit her with that weapon. I saw what I did. That clock, the kind of statuary clock, the thinker, I think. Which, and then what wanted to say. This was assessment in her own words. Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her. Figuratively, of course. Figuratively, of course.
Well, I can say this. You actually don't. Oh, never mind. I was going to say that you actually don't need to press anything for this one.
Oh, you don't.
The statement is already there. It's just a matter of figuring out
Which item goes with what?
which item goes with what. Yep.
Yeah. I like pressing though, because I like getting some more,
Oh no,
dialogue.
absolutely. It's a good habit to do in Phoenix Wright if you want to be successful, especially on a blind run.
Clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. A clock, that kind of statuary clock. Thinker, I think. Because that's... So...
I would probably say, what would be the one hint I could give?
No,
Think back
that's-
to what they were talking to. Think back to when they were talking about the murder before April May got called to the stand.
Mhm.
There was a certain detail that Phoenix Wright mentions that is actually key to solving this specific cross-examination.
Hmm. So this is why I can never be a lawyer. I just be handing people apple pies.
Well, I mean, to be fair, technically, like, actual lawyer proceedings, like, the biggest thing is that all evidence has to be confirmed first. You can't
Mhm.
just bring it out mid-trial.
Mid-trial, yep. Here's my
So-
attorney's badge. Let's dodge the run. Girl and hippie close ran after her. Ran after her?
Can you actually, just, slowly go through the evidence again? I want to read the descriptions.
So there's the died from blow... Mate.
Okay. Held a conversation between the chief and Maya.
There's the broken remains of glass light stand, broken beyond all recognition.
Okay.
And the murder weapon.
Looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock made by Larry Butts.
It's
Found
this
in his
wiretap!
You did it, Miss May. You beat Maya to death.
And then ran out!
For the wiretap.
It was actually this receipt to McDonald's.
Little did I know that when I had entered the office, you were hiding behind the desk.
It's like the floor plan.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking, if there is something wrong. Shit. Weapon, I saw it. I did.
Is there any statement that seems off to you?
Clock. Sure. The dodge.
That's what you
the
find
first-
to be suspicious?
I'm a little suspicious of that. Ran after her. So I think it's... Let's see. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. But... I don't think she saw it, did she? Did she actually see it?
Well, I mean, she definitely saw the whole situation because you saw her looking right at you through the window when she called the police. So, one way or another, she definitely bore witness.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Here's another hint I can probably give that doesn't give it too much away.
Hmm.
There's something about her testimony that shows that she knows more than what she should.
Huh. Because it's... How does she know it's the thinker?
It's not necessarily the thinker, but how does she know it's a clock?
Yeah, exactly. But that's my only thing too, is like I don't know what to give her.
You would, if I remember correctly, you'd probably want to present the statue, because the thing is that not once, because the thing that I mentioned about that Phoenix had commented on was that everyone was still calling it a statue, which means that there's no reason as to why she would have heard that it's a clock.
That's true. Yeah, I think I might just be overthinking things.
That happens a lot. Trust me.
Because I was like,
does that to you.
Because yeah, I was just like, all right, there's a lot of things that's going on in this testimony. I have all this evidence that can move to like later on, but nope.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, and there are even times where it's like, you know what the contradiction is, and there's more than one piece of evidence that decides it. So sometimes you'll get it wrong, even though you're on the right track.
Dang.
So like you have to like pay very close attention and like hope for the best that you chose the right statement.
All right, so okay, that makes sense now. Because everyone was calling it a statue.
Yeah, the biggest thing about the biggest thing is that it doesn't matter what you know leading up to the trial. It's only when you're in the trial where you need to pay attention to everything that is being said, because it may or may not come up later.
Gotcha.
There's always something that connects to something during the trials.
All right. I'll look out a little bit more, or a little bit better for those. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. You said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person is in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder.
Oh, sorry.
You good?
Order!
Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Objection! The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your questioning, Mr. Wright. Your question.
The questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once.
Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness.
Phew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it. Say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Faye & Co? No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hehe.
The law offices of Faye & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because...
She owed me an apple pie.
Isn't it the same? She couldn't have heard it?
I think it actually... I think you'd want to say it couldn't have rung.
Because, I'll be honest, I don't know how she could have heard it in the first place.
I mean that's true,
Is
but
it really
I feel
that
like...
close?
I'm actually trying to remember, but
it couldn't have rung.
Yeah, and you have evidence to support that statement specifically,
Mhm.
so...
Because that's what I was thinking, too.
Yeah.
Your Honor, members of the court. Hey, Kane. How you doing? No rung? Yeah. Join. How you doing today? It's broken. The batteries are dead. It's empty. Which exactly was it?
I think the phone will tell you if you hit check.
It may look like it tells you the time. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry, I put some papers inside it instead. Papers. Yeah. Because it's
So it's
empty.
yeah.
The clock is missing its clockwork.
How could you possibly?
Just take a look. Right now.
Oh,
See anything interesting, Your Honor?
it is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this?
It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May.
Tisk tisk.
Hmm?
Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright.
He knew the clock was empty, somehow. He knew.
I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction.
That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
Oh, impossible, of course.
I have proof.
What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much! The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... Oh, I didn't mean to hit that button. Here's an apple pie. Take that!
Cell phone.
And a cell phone with the apple pie. Take a look at this!
That's a very cute cell phone.
Oh ho, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
Order.
Oh, what is that face?
Cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention.
Edgeworth, your face is turning a little grudgy.
And if you look, his pupils are like violently shaking.
Yeah, I see that. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it.
Good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So, you want me to hold on to the thinker for you then?
If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now.
Huh? It's not working? That's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry.
September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time it was recorded. which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I got so many. Oops, I forgot.
Audible wink.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
Yes. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court.
Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before.
It's made by Larry, and he does not sell any of these at his store.
And literally both of them are now considered evidence to crimes.
Poor Larry.
I feel that's the one thing I always feel bad for Larry, because there's always something that goes wrong for him. He tries so hard. So hard.
Poor Larry. It's simple. This clock was never in any store. Ever!
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible. Everything is sold in stores.
Not if it's made.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Ooh, got her! Ooh! Got her.
Love that line. Love it so much.
Oh, excuses not on sale today?
Ooh.
Oh, Phoenix.
Oh.
What the? What the?
There it is! The cornered music!
Oh god.
Was it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
I love this track so much. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Oh. Silly me. Did I lose it? I guess I did, Tee.
Audible wink. This is scary.
Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock?
That face! Oh my god. That honest to god looks like a JoJo panel. Like, think about it. It's like someone's like, oh crap, I didn't know his stand can do that. Nani? Think.
Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior?
Okay, this is it. Also, yeah, it seems like Larry should go in the murder weapon business. Nope, and thanks for the hydratator. I feel like
something smells it's the butts. Yep, that's for sure.
I was feeling something in the back of my throat from that voice.
Yeah, it sounded like you really strained your throat a little bit there.
I think it was more of the soda I drank earlier.
Oh, that's a possibility. I'm like drinking soda like almost all the time. So
and I brought water just for this occasion.
Right. And that's the thing. I usually funny part is like people will like tell me to hydrate and I'll be like, sure, let me hydrate with this bottle of pop I have. I mean, works for me.
Note to self, I need like 2 or 3 water bottles in this game. Which is good. It's very healthy.
You should get like one of those
Oh, I don't know how many liters it is, but it's one of those like you can carry around like mini versions of those like
Gallon
water
jugs?
cooler. Yeah, of like those gallon jugs. Because then you can just like screw it off, and then you just got like literally like a day's worth of water available with you the entire time.
Yeah, I used to carry those jugs a lot when I worked out, and now I'm just fat, so it doesn't work.
I mean, at least it would supply you plenty of water when you're streaming. I have to go to the bathroom like 3 times.
I'm surprised I haven't needed to go to the bathroom in the span of like 3 and almost 3.5 hours.
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's finish this case. Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, we're not finishing this case.
We're gonna finish this case tonight.
Oh, okay. Well then, buckle up, everyone.
Oh god, is it really gonna be that long?
If you think that this is the only day of trial that you're doing, then you are sadly mistaken.
Oh god, then I might have to like stop in the middle of this.
Literally, so here's what's gonna happen, basically. Once you're done here, you're gonna go on another investigation day. And then, when that investigation day is over, you will then be on your final trial day.
Gotcha.
But, heads up, from there on out, all the remaining chapters in the game have 3 investigations and 3 trials.
So then that'll be... It'll be interesting how we're gonna separate this out then.
Yeah, they're all going to be very long. On the bright side, there are good to be continued spots slotted in at certain points in the game. So if you ever want to like space it out from there, you can.
Gotcha. Cool. We'll probably do it like that then. So whenever we get to this next to be continued, or
there's pretty
investigation.
much a to be continued like after every investigation and trial. So you can always save in between those.
Makes sense.
So yeah,
cool. So I'll figure it out.
Yep, whatever works for you, dude.
Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of this matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. You held it. No? This is familiar shit. I'll just use the same approach as with Larry. Probably wasn't right, but I wanted to hear this. Miss May held that very clock in her hands. Mr. Wright, when was this?
You're just gonna do it yourself.
I just want to get through this line because I wanted to see what he was gonna say with this.
Okay.
When she used it to strike the victim. What else? She ran like the Flash over to that hotel room.
She's like a ninja. Climbed her way out.
Alright, I'll let you read it. I'm just trying to speed read.
What is the meaning of this?
April May, you killed me a fay, I say. I knew this was gonna be great.
I never chose that dialogue option.
Dude, this is why you need to choose all options when you get a chance.
Oh my
Because that's what I'm thinking about doing now that I don't see a consequence against it. Because that's what I was worried about in the first trial. Was I thought there was like a big consequence if I just say, "Oh no," and then like my credibility goes and everyone votes me and then I get executed or something. Oh, wait, no, that's Danganronpa.
When you're in court and your decision will decide whether or not you'll suffer from it. I can't remember if this game kept in the detail, but usually it would show like your penalties bar at the top right. It'll show it, and you'll see like a part of it flashing, which means that what you do will really matters. I can't remember if they made that a thing in this game, but don't worry, you're at a good point in the game where you're not gonna have one of those situations for a good case or two. So you can have fun with this one for sure.
Gotcha. Cool. April May, you killed me a face, eh? And when you struck, the force of the impact made the thinker ring. That's when you heard it. Edward's like, are you stupid?
He's like, bruh.
Bruh.
Tisk. You truly are a work of art, Mr. Phoenix, right?
What's that supposed to mean?
It was you who just proved that the thinker was empty.
Of course it wouldn't ring.
What's more, the witness has a rock-solid alibi. Miss May? Perhaps you could explain to the poor, misguided Mr. Wright that you were in the hotel at the time of the murder.
She can't prove it. She did it. It would be my pleasure. No way. Yes way, Mr. Lawyer. Didn't the murder take place at 9 at night? Gee, that's the exact time I ordered some room service from the hotel bellboy.
Incidentally, the bellboy corroborates the witness's story. Ergo, she was not at the crime scene. Rock solid. Mr. Wright, you've just made a serious accusation against a perfectly innocent woman.
Sorry, Your Honor. That didn't go so well. But if that's the case, then how did she know the thinker was a clock? Wait! Your Honor, I figured it out. There's one other way Miss April May could have known it was a clock. One way alone. I have proof.
Well, proof, you say? Then the court will examine your proof, Mr. Wright. How did the witness know the thinker was a clock?
Oh, thanks for the follow, Kane. Welcome, welcome.
Hey.
Glad you're enjoying it.
Love how Phoenix commits to this, yeah.
It was my attorney's badge. It was this wiretap. Have a look at this. Oh, that,
That voice you give her with that face was perfect.
I found this in Miss May's room.
It's got the voice clips from Yuko from Nichijou. Just
I love Nichijou.
man, I need to go back and watch that
Me
show.
too.
That show was such a good time. From what I heard, the manga was still going last I had checked.
Oh wow.
And they did like a whole thing where like the professor was old and was like
older.
was now a high school student and like
Oh, that's
sorts of stuff. But
Oh,
I don't know if they've updated it since.
yeah. I gotta look into that. Welcome back, Bloody.
Yeah,
You're
but like
missing
you
some
heard
good-
that like Yuko and the others were going to come visit. So she gets into her original like professor outfit and it like barely fits her.
Whoa!
Now I was just like, what are you doing?
That'll be fun. But if you guys haven't seen it yet, watch Nichijou. Amazing anime, hilarious.
It's a great slice of life comedy.
It's probably my favorite. One of my favorites.
Absolutely. Still, my favorite one was Yuko getting fucked with during exams.
That was
Just
amazing.
my taking off the wig. Her reaction to it.
Yeah. Oh god, back to the trial.
That's
Before
my
I start thinking about
favorite
that.
joke. My favorite joke in that show. Oh God, Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. God damn it, now blood. I love that moment
God.
so much. It's
I
like
just
the-
remember. I think my favorite one that always stays with me is the dogs.
Oh, the laser beams.
The laser beam.
Big out. Just laser beam rockets out of their mouth because they're screaming.
So yeah, if you guys haven't seen Nichijou, just go watch it. If you can't tell from both of our reactions, oh my god, it's a great show.
I think the last one that sticks in my mind is when Yuko loses her wallet and she's just cut.
Oh my god, yeah.
Face
Yes.
Oh, all right, that's my last.
Okay, that's our
because
Nichijou.
those are the ones that I consider to be the most genius jokes they ever did in that show.
Alright, Miss April May? You were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not?
Damn, I was tapping that.
Okay, Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone?
Absolutely.
Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not.
Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple.
What?
Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is the phone.
Yeah.
Oh.
You got the whole thing recorded.
Take that. I present the defendant's cell phone.
Yes, we've seen that.
Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Beep. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while.
Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me.
Again? What is it this time?
It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time.
Miss April May, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the Thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
What?
Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Oh my god, that face.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May!
Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to something? You lawyer!
Yep.
It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl? Is that it? Is that it? Whoa!
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. You did it, didn't you? You killed her.
To prove that you tapped her.
Okay, Miss May, confess. You did it, didn't you?
Are you out of your mind? Oh wait, I forgot. You're a lawyer. You must be. At the time of the murder, I was in my hotel room getting room service. How could I possibly get that?
I love how you didn't even bother like just proving her alibi, but you still were going to accuse her of murder.
I proved you wiretapped the phone. You killed her, didn't you? It's like, I have an alibi. We literally just confirmed this 2 minutes ago.
If you don't believe me, just ask the bellboy.
Oh my god.
Well, does the defense have anything to say?
Well, come on, think of something. Continue examining Miss May.
Wow, 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 wow.
Right, on with the cross-examination.
What exactly do you have left to examine, Mr. Wright? Miss April May has admitted to the wiretap, yes. But that bears no relevance to the case at hand. Murder. There's no way you can prove any connection. Uh-oh.
Think. This can't be the end, but I'm out of evidence.
But I believe the cross-examination is over. Mr. Edwards, does the prosecution have any other witnesses to call? None, Your Honor. She's the last.
What? But that means Maya's guilty? Wait, Your Honor!
Yes, Mr. Wright?
The defense would like to call the bellboy after all.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. As I thought. May I remind you, dear Mr. Wright, should you question the bellboy, and Miss April May's alibi proved to be solid, then by default, your client, Miss Maya Fey, will be pronounced guilty. Are you prepared to accept my condition?
Edgeworth. He's got me backed into a corner. But I don't see any other way to take this. I accept!
Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy.
Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service.
That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony.
Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished.
Okay.
So here's the cross-examination. Which, 1 second, I hear my radio going off, so I'm gonna go check on my grandma real quick. So be right back. But thanks for calling us one of the funnier stream. I appreciate it, Kane. We try our best.
I'll chat with everybody.
Yeah. Thanks, B-Dog.
No problem. Let's see here. So you're watching 2 streams of the same game. So far, this is the funniest. Well, we're glad that you're having a good time. We really are. Raylan's been excited to get this game started, and you know, I'm always down for helping out with Phoenix Wright. I'm never tired of Phoenix Wright. I have played through this first game so many times I've lost count. Which is why I try my best not to just straight up give the answer away. So when's the Varys/Grobda wedding? Probably when we actually finish the campaign, you know, 5 years from now. This is the quality content I was hoping for. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. You know, it's I'm glad that Raylan's having a good time so far. I really am. Because this franchise is such a wonderful franchise. So I actually need to go back because I streamed the first game. I need to stream the other 2 at some point. But so much has been happening. So many games coming out. I've been so hyped for this. Love the series. I'm glad. I'm very glad. I would be. I think what would be even more hype for me is if they announced that Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice, Apollo Justice, and hell, why not the Miles Edgeworth Investigations games? If they announced all of that was coming to Switch, I would probably just die happy right there. Because they're all fantastic games in their own right. They all deserve to be appreciated.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I think they'll end up doing a collection of the other Phoenix Wright games if they release another one on Switch.
because that was just it. They announced the Ace Attorney trilogy. I think around the same time that they announced it was either Dual Destinies or Spirit of Justice. So I could see them doing another collection for the remainder of the franchise.
I love that. That'd be really nice. I was so glad I got to pick this game up on Steam for $15.
Oh yeah,
for all three.
It's such a deal too, because you're getting like 3 quality games that like they're like RPG length.
Oh boy, that's gonna be...
like. Well, I'd say like. I'd probably say the most you'd end up spending playing one Phoenix Wright game would be, depending on how fast you're going through all the story, I'd probably say close to 15-20 hours tops.
That's fine. That's not too bad.
Each case is a fair couple of hours each.
Yeah.
So
that's not bad. So
yeah, no, it's really not bad at all. You're getting pretty good length. You're getting 3 good length games for like a very cheap price instead of paying like full price for each one.
Well, honestly, I'm just glad because I've heard so many good things about this series, and I'm enjoying myself so far.
I'm glad. I really am.
So let's continue on with this investigation.
Sure.
That Bellboy.
All and still worth every penny. I never got to own all of them each separately. The only ones I actually own separately are the first Ace Attorney, Apollo Justice, Dual Destinies, and Spirit of Justice. But that's the problem. Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice don't have a physical port here. They're both digital. Unfortunately. So, I hope they get physical.
Are you sure you're the head bellboy?
I'd like to press this statement. What makes you think you're the head bellboy?
What about the other guys?
I think all you can do is just press this guy. You don't really have any.
Yeah, I don't really have anything here.
Yeah, you don't really have anything that
Time
can
to press him. Are you really the head bellboy? What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, I check out guests. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I checked Miss May in personally, wink wink. Are you always so prim?
Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions.
Oh boy, well I'm gonna be giving some more frivolous questions. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her luscious voice.
Her in the background.
I'm just imagining her in the back. And then I saw them, and I... The point being, I remember her quite well, sir.
Yes. What then? Oh! And then I saw them. He's referring to her boobs.
Yep.
I actually didn't dawn on that till now.
Yep. That's what I was thinking. Hold it! Are you sure 9 p.m. for coffee? 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I can confirm that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV, and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9. The time of the murder. I brought it to her precisely the requested time, of course. Are you sure? Could have been a 9:01. Precisely 9, then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then.
Oh wait. Oh, bellboy. D. I like iced coffee at exactly 9.
Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir.
Nice impression, by the way. Thank you, sir.
It was almost spot on.
Here, have an apple pie.
Here, apple pie. Puts it on the teacup.
It's got like a container of apple pies to give.
I like this canon. Why would she be so particular about the time? And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Are you sure? I like this feature.
Just shoves an apple pie into his ear. Are you sure about that?
I warn you, this apple pie is 3 days old.
Oh.
You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embracer, sir. Embracer? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it?
Tisk tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand.
I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait! Please wait!
Yes, does the defense have something to add?
One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question, that's all.
Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? You want this apple pie?
You like jazz?
Yeah. You like jazz?
What about check-in?
That's what I was thinking, was check-in, because the room service is pretty spot on. Bed making really doesn't have anything to do with anything. So check-in would be the one that makes the most sense. Tell me about check-in! Tell me when you checked in, Miss May. Oh, alright. Very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl. So it was a disappointment, really. I see. Excuse me? What exactly was a disappointment? Well, I am not without charm, sir, but even I'd have little chance with her lover there. What did he say? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person?
I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth who... He asked me not to mention it if it wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oh! Bro, those eyes and that mouth. I love that face, it's amazing.
You fool! I still think my favorite thing was Cryotic's playthrough. That line where Phoenix Wright is like, those are the type of things you're supposed to mention. He added "idiot" at the end of it. They just for the rest of their run of Phoenix Wright, all the way down to the very last chapter, Cry just kept up the habit of calling people idiots when he was reading Phoenix's lines.
Nice.
Objection, idiot!
Oh, I'm excited to watch his playthrough now too.
Oh yeah, you'll love it. It was a very good time, honestly.
I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved with who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person?
Simple. It was her again.
There's two of her.
Like I said, she's the murderer.
The bellboy. He's been behind it all along.
Let's do that one. The man who checked in with Miss May.
Oof.
Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear that man, the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else inside the room at the time of the murder.
My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late.
Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court.
No. Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. You made it!
Woo! Was that it? September 7th?
Yep, that's it for the first trial.
Oh. Alright, well, I guess we'll stop right here then. Let me do a save.
Yeah, I guess save there. There you go. I think there's a little bit of dialogue and then it will give like a to be continued.
Oh, okay. Should we just finish that then? Yeah.
Yeah, just finish up this last bit here.
Yeah. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know? Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. then he kept talking about Burger King. And that made me really want a Whopper.
You traitor!
Traitor!
Blasphemy!
Take this Big Mac instead! Huh?
This guy just plays that creepypasta audio of Ronald McDonald. Get a piece of that Big Mac. Oh, you need to use the bathroom? Go ahead. Take a couple drips.
Oh my god.
It's so terrifying. It's so funny.
I love it.
Oh, gotta taste those French fries.
Well, at least now we know that it's this game was actually about McDonald's versus Burger King the whole time.
Little do you realize, just in the background, it's got the singing moon guy. MacD's tonight. He's just singing in the background the entire time.
See, I already found the undertones to this game.
Oh wow, guys, we just like unloaded like a new conspiracy theory. Hey, game theory. Here's your new shitpost video.
You're welcome, Matt Pat.
Is Phoenix Wright secretly a subliminal message for McDonald's?
Meanwhile, in Carl's Jr. That's actually in the third game, Bloody. We'll bring it back.
Yeah, the third game's about Carl's Jr. and Wendy's.
That face of his. With his
Don't even get
eyes
me
wide.
started about Fat Burger and Dual Destinies.
Oh, Fat Burger. And trembling lips. Oh boy, and Chick-fil-A. This is just gonna be like a whole fast food like ad.
Man, now I want to eat food.
Worst part is, I definitely do not have Burger King right next to me, and I definitely don't have a uneaten Whopper.
I mean, when we started, I ate Wendy's, so
Makes it. We were planning on going to Wendy's, but then we didn't have a good coupon for that, so we just went to Burger King instead. We got like a big family meal for $20. It was great.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good deal.
It
Alrighty.
sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think
No.
so. Not yet. No, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. And I have another apple pie for you.
I've been like, little did the judge know, I was like baking these under the desk like the entire time. So if you were wondering why something smelled so good, it was because of that.
The whole entire time. And every time I hit the desk, I was just trying to flip them. That makes sense, though.
It's because he's stepping on a pedal and it's really noisy, so he slams his hands to hide the
And actually, you know those phone calls? Those weren't actually beeps from the phone. It was beeps from the oven.
Yeah.
the oven saying the food's ready.
This is the best canon.
Man, if only Suki had played this game already, she'd be so upset with you.
I'm 100% sure. I'll just save these highlights so she can watch it sometime.
Oh, please do. She needs to see the shenanigans.
A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere.
Why would you flip a pie? Bloody, they're McDonald's pies.
So it's safe to flip.
Yeah. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. May's testimony added to the court record.
Yeah, that was pretty much the only thing that wasn't proven to be a lie yet.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free.
There it
To be
is.
continued. And we will be continuing this again tomorrow.
Yeah, and there you go. And it allows you
There
to
you go.
save as well.
There's
So-
the actual save. So nice.
Yeah, that's what I like about those to be continued things. Is like it's the perfect way for you to like end a session whenever you play.
Yeah, that's perfect. Well, alright guys, that was really fun. I actually like this a lot so far. So we're gonna continue again tomorrow, so Wednesday. We're gonna aim again. We're still gonna try to aim for 6 o'clock unless something happens, and the latest I'll be on is 7. So
Okay.
that'll be very, very nice. And then, are you and Suki doing Saints Row Thursday, Friday?
I actually don't know. I don't think Suki gave me an exact date on when she was hoping to do Saints Row again.
But yeah, if you guys
Uh,
ever get a chance, jump into that Saints Row stream. It was it's interesting.
Yes, there was a lot of violating coming from Suki's end.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'll shoot her a message once we're done here and see what she was thinking. Yeah, and then we hope to see you guys there for it.
Yeah, definitely.
As,
So we'll be here tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye.